Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. On this year's Strategy Game End, we are returning to our strategic bomber series of Kaiserreich in Hearts of Iron 4, trying to find out whether strategic bombers are any good, and we have trouble building up our fleet of strategic bombers basically because we don't have enough stuff. Yeah, of course. Of course I'm going to accept Costa Rica. North America has descended into civil war, as has East Asia. There's a war between Qing and Changqing. I'm not too sure what's going on there. We are mostly focused on Europe. We've built up deepened relationships with a couple of guys over here, especially... Ooh. And as I say that, we are seeing that there's a civil war in Romania. After the disastrous defeat in the Weltkrieg, the days of the Romanian monarchy were counted. After the death of King Ferdinand I in 1927, the crown went to his grandson Michael, who was soon forced to abdicate and was replaced by a military dictatorship. This autocracy was soon replaced by the nigh totalitarian rule of the Iron Guard. However, many people in Romania, most notably intellectuals, remained sympathetic to the monarchist, especially Ferdinand's disgraced son, Carol. A group of pro-monarchist officers have defected and seized control over Bessarabia and Moldavia as a stage of operations for monarchist restorations. Interesting. So, yeah, there's the kingdom, there are the Iron Gods. Again, here's a question of, do we support either side? I think we are a little bit more inclined to help you guys here. Can I send you volunteers? I could send 2 divisions to you. And maybe that is indeed what we're going to do. So let's pick the 2nd and 3rd Infantry Divisions over here. We're going to get you a new group. We're going to find someone who's decent at leading you. Ritter von Lip, you are an infantry officer, so that I think is good enough. So yeah, let's send you actually some volunteers. I think we do have some responsibility to make sure that Europe is, well, basically more or less safe. Oh, speaking of, we do have a lot of command power over here, so we might want to use that to get a little bit upgrades, some upgrades here in terms of our guys. Model, for example, he is already pretty much maxed out for now, at least for what he can do. You could do a little bit better, but I'm not sure that is great. Rommel, a guerrilla fighter, not sure that is a good fit for you as well. And Guderian, you could potentially do something better. Panzer expert or combined. We're not going to go for Panzer, so let's go for combined arms. That's at least something. Right. Come on. Are we seeing some guys approaching over here? And can I also send some air volunteers? Yeah, they are allowing that. Okay, interesting. Can I send... How do I send air volunteers? I don't actually know that. Right, let's grab these fighters over here and see whether we can just place them down here. No. Jagdgeschwader 2? Can I get you to... Yeah, more syndicalist stuff. 2 Sicilies are trying to join the Reich Pact, so honestly, yeah, we are going to allow that. We are interested to increase the range of our guys. Okay, here we go. Germany and the Second Congress of the Internationale. The Congress has been received with anxiety in Germany. With the economic crisis still not completely solved, every increase in socialist activity is a threat to the Reichspakt and the German Empire. In his latest speech, the Kaiser has condemned the socialist, but words are not enough. Actions should be taken as well. There we go, that's ominous. Guys, are you coming online sometime soon? I think the Iron Guard forces here are a little bit stronger than we like to see. To Sicily has joined the Reichspakt, nice. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. 2 divisions have arrived. You guys do be part of this, and then we are going to try to get an offensive line towards here. You're just walking there, that's okay too. Leaders only going to arrive soon-ish, I guess. You can't do a trade yet. You're immediately coming under attack, but that's fine. Our divisions are not really better than theirs, but Not really that much worse either. Send volunteers. Send air volunteers. How do I do that? You guys, do come down here. Okay, that doesn't work. Air volunteer permission already received. Right. Okay, maybe we have to limit the size of these guys here. So only 100 aircraft? Ah no, we can only do 80. Okay, that's interesting though. That does make sense. Come on, 80. There we go. 80 it is. Let's send you down here. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Chilean-Argentinian war, that's not too important for us. And let's send out our 80 aircraft to deal with these guys up over here. That's a lot of dudes on their side. I have to say that. Apparently there are also some further guys joining on their side, which is nice to see. Yeah, but the urban fighting over here does not go well for us, I'm afraid. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. How are we looking in terms of aircraft then? We have got more than they have. Spain descending into civil war? Details over here over the last day or months? No. Our troops bombed? Yeah, they are bombing, but hopefully our fighters are going to be more important than they are. Yeah, but we're definitely being kicked out here. That is not boding too well for us. Civil war. And Dutch elections. So, civil war in Spain. The legitimate Spanish kingdom under Alfonso is under severe threat from anarchists and fanatics. So we've got Carlos Spain, we've got the communists over here, and we've got the Kingdom of Spain itself. Do we want to support you? You're authoritarian democratic. You're paternal autocrats. Yeah, let's support them. I would hope that we are supporting the most... we are going to let Sweden join, of course. Yeah, but we're going to support the most democratic forces basically available. Even though, you know, it's dubious quality, but it's just how it is. Right, you guys, can I ask you to protect at least this river bank? And even if we can't kick them out, at least keep them occupied a little bit over here. Extra funding, that's lovely. That does give us a new research slot. We could go for a research thing over here. More factory output wouldn't be too bad. Base stability would be very much welcome. Subsidies for Siemens, another infrastructure. Deutsche Bahn infrastructure. I'm not too keen on the infrastructure stuff, honestly. Civilian stuff is nice. So we do need to think about our doctrine at some point. And for that point we might have to go down here. Modern art of war? Grand battle plan? Or mobile warfare? I think grand battle plan is more of our liking. Militarist revival? The victors of the Weltkrieg is a really, really nasty one that we do need to get rid of. So that's not actually too long. Okay, let's go for the 21 days over here. That might be nice. And we do have a new research slot, so that's fantastic, actually. Ooh. This is not actually that long, even though it's very much ahead of time. 300 days. That would actually nicely match up with the improved snorkel. That would be a fantastic setup over there. Don't need anything over here right now. Don't need anything over here. I mean, this is good. There are a couple of things that we could do over here. And in terms of aircraft, I mean, this is still so far away. You know what? We are going to go for the advanced submarine hull, and hope that that is going to lead to a very, very strong result for us over there. And you know, and we do have 55 days. Okay, fine. Yeah, that does make sense. Good. Right, so lots more fighting over there. Can't do much down here, I'm afraid. Could do a staff office plan, could do a last stand, some items like that. It's a little bit stabilized at least down here. How are we doing in terms of the air situation? Mozambique bush war. Interesting. So I think we are losing a couple of fighters here. Mostly in air battles. But we've also shot down a couple of them, so... Middle Africa has declared war on Portugal. What are you doing there? It's one of our puppets. I don't think we are at war with Portugal though, are we? No. It's for resources, that's only a little bit of tungsten. Yeah, there is fighting up here, and I think we are mostly being pushed back, as it looks like. But if I can't send more than 2 guys over there, then that's not something that we can do. A group of anonymous officers and administrators in Middle Africa have compiled documentation and evidence of illegal activity of the Statthalter von Goering and presented it to the cabinet. The evidence, if true, is very serious. According to what they allege, Statthalter von Goering has been using the generous state budget we have provided him with to buy off politicians throughout the Reichspakt in order to secure support for his administration, as well as demanding state officials pay into a slush fund. Even more darkly, it alleges with less evidence that von Goering and his lawyers gather information for blackmail against his own employees, has been involved in the kidnapping and intimidation of... Yeah, we are going to investigate that. That I don't like to see. We are trying here for a democratic approach, and that does not hold in that regard. So yeah, we can't really allow that. Would you be interested in joining the Reichspakt? Quest license production, no. Send volunteers. Don't think we can send more, so yeah, we'll just have to live with that. Could also think about that in Spain. National focus completed. Lovely. I would also like to see the independent Luftwaffe, but... Ah, I see. Yeah, that's nice. We actually do want to do this here. $70 days, 140 days. I mean, it's important. What else can we do? We can do Mauser contracts, military factories, new weapons. It's not important that much. I think we can ignore these guys here for a second. This would be interested investing in IG Farben. Maybe upgrading IG Farben. Is IG Farben one of our industrial concerns? Krupp? No. Weapons manufacturer maybe? No. I don't know what it does then. I've got absolutely no idea. Okay. Well, let's see. So, Kaiser and the radio for a little bit more base stability wouldn't be the worst. Reform Middle Europa for a little bit more factory output. Can't go into any of these until we've done that, but we also need to do this. Let's go for the imperial restructuring. I would like a little bit more political power and maybe just move ourselves close towards democratic approaches. Can I send you guys while we are fighting somewhere else? Send volunteers. Is it completely limited? No, we could send 4 guys to you. And you know what? I think we're going to do that. So let me grab someone over here. Guderian would be fine, I think. So let's grab a couple of... What type of units have you got down here? I'm really not sure where you're getting these people. Right, let's grab a couple of guys. Ausland's Festungskommando. Okay, you're really weird. Okay, let's grab a couple of guys over here. You are there. You're going to get von Guderian. No, not these people. You. Yes. Let's reassign you. And let's go ahead here and let's just send volunteers. Guderian, there we go. Send them over there. They will allow that, of course, and that is fantastic. How is the air situation looking down here? It looks like we are losing a couple of fighters over here just every couple of days. We're mostly losing them in air battles, it seems. Let's make sure that we are at least sending you some reinforcements. And to that extent, I think I'd like you to... Ooh, we are losing too many guys here, I think, in terms of maneuvers. And you can also stop training. Thank you. There we go. Right, 4 divisions arrived down here in Gibraltar. Who's the bigger threat, we figure? Yeah, let's send you over here. Let's ask you to prepare an approach towards Valencia. Can you get that, please? ET? Fine. Don't care too much about that. Right. Okay, you've apparently broadened your approach there. Can I now? No, still not? Really weird. Spearhead, maybe? No. George Michaelis dies. The former Reichskanzler has died. Well, doesn't matter too much. Okay, let's reduce this here to a slightly more manageable approach up over there. New Statthalter. With Von Goering gone, we must select a new Statthalter. While he's disgraced, there is still hope for a new colonial regime to bring order to our colony. Or perhaps the old ways advocated by the Deutsche Kolonialgesellschaft are best. Lastly, reform may be the only way to prevent exactly this kind of behavior. Yeah, no, I definitely do reform. I don't want to see that ever again. Theodor von Hassel. Okay, pioneer of reform. I'd like to hear that at the very least, even though I'm not too sure you'll be doing that. But here we go. Colonial reform in Middle Africa. For years, the elaborate web of German colonies in Central Africa has proven to be an enigma to many outside observers. Public knowledge of the inner workings of this opaque heart of darkness has increased recently due to the transparency and public relation drives by the Reform Gruppe currently running the colony. It appears that the Reform Gruppe has made the bold decision to overhaul Middle African Byzantine systems of rule dominated by colonies, puppet kingdoms and former British territories. Already plans have been set out establishing autonomous kingdoms for loyal African leaders under German stewardship, with future action planned by decentralization. Okay. Nice, so it's a little bit decolonized there. We are being attacked over here now, but we are doing a lot of guys over there. Radio detection, lovely to see. What else can we be doing? It is mid-1937, so we can think about doing 1938 stuff without too many penalties, which would be okay. Doing this. Don't think we need anti-tank stuff for now. Don't want to do any doctrine research while we're still doing so horrible in terms of malice points over there. We could do heavy fighters. We do need the range a little bit. Engineering. Symmetric radar. Construction. Maybe fuel refining. I think one level of that might be reasonable. Yeah, let's go for that. Right, let's hope that we are holding out over here and then we can try to push up against these guys. Korean uprising, and something that we're not too concerned with because we're not actively supporting them. Insufficient resources, tungsten. There's a justification of war against us by France. Well, look at that. Are we strong enough against them then? Okay, so the first thing then is to grab you guys, get rid of this order. And let's give you a new front line. You're going to be supporting the Belgians over here. That should be fine. Army number 3 has this position down here. You should hopefully be okay. These guys do have some guys. That's okay then. Army number 3 should also get a potential offensive line. Even though I don't think that's necessarily the best. Let's ask you guys to conquer at least sort of the border strip over here. And expand a little bit out there. That should be okay. Army number 4 then. Yeah, that's you. Army number 3. No, sorry, Army number 4. You guys are up there. And I suppose you likewise can at least hope to get to the river. And do a very limited approach over here. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's okay. Good. Cavalry doesn't need to be around that much right now. You guys over here do change to proper infantry, please. do have enough stuff for you to do that, so that should be okay. And my task for you would be to... I mean, you can be a little bit the reserve, right? Let's set it up over here, and the cavalry itself, you guys can garrison basically our coastline, so that we don't get any British nasty surprise. Yeah, but only the harbours would be alright. Good, yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see. Russia announces her ambitions. Whilst many still view Russia as a failed state, rocked by political protest and radical ideology good for nothing but filling space in their head east of the map, recent events have proven something different. The government of Russian nation has announced their territorial ambition and claim on almost all of the territory of the former Russian Empire, and making clear the willingness to resort to military means. That's not good, because obviously that does affect Lithuania and Poland, which are part of our nation. So with the French going to declare war on us, I think we do definitely need to start thinking about our doctrines and starting to be a little bit stronger in that regard. Otherwise we are going to lose out a lot over that. So, but the torpedo tube's lovely. I think we are still researching, so that's going to be basically a year until we're getting the advanced submarine hull. And at that point we're definitely going to produce that with the adapted snorkel itself. Let's go for the infantry over here. It's a little bit ahead of time, but I think it might be worthwhile to do that still. This would be taking way too long. Engineering, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, let's go research this. It's a little bit ahead of time, but it should be okay. But we can now go ahead and upgrade our ships, the U-260 class. We are going to give you better torpedo tubes all around, I think. Torpedo tubes, there we go. Torpedo tubes, there we go. And we're going to give you a snorkel, of course. Basic snorkel. It's going to be a little bit costly, but I think it's fine. Do we want to give you the upgrade in terms of the engine? I don't think so. I don't think that's required for now, and it would be driving up the refit costs here very dramatically. So yeah, that should be okay. I would love to, but I just don't think it's worthwhile. I think we're better off building new ships rather than upgrading them. Good, there we go. So let's go ahead with our submarines over here and pick all of these guys. Is it only one? No, come on, we must have more than one ship of this class. You're all improved submarines. Wait a minute, no. Ah, okay, you could be upgraded to that. Okay, fine. And you guys all over here, can I refit all of you to this? Yes, thank you. And you probably just weren't upgraded before, so that's okay too. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go for a new model there. And in terms of production, yeah, just let's make sure that we're doing this. Fine, good, and thank you. Right, so Madrid, you guys are fine. Maybe let's try to make our way down there to Valencia. I think we might have a chance to break through there. Another research done, which certainly is lovely to see. Let's go for more infantry research, since the French are apparently trying to do something nasty. Okay, we're being attacked over here, but it's fine. And let's keep one of these guys as a rear guard, basically. More attacks down there. The FAUD, the Freie Arbeiter Union Deutschland, or Free Workers Union of Germany, is an umbrella organization of several trade unions founded during the turbulent 1919 period, during the French Revolution. They've repeatedly denounced the syndicalist terror and therefore have been allowed to operate impedently until now. However, our intelligence services have produced definitive proof that their leaders are in contact with the syndicalist organizations in other nations, such as these guys that we're fighting over here now. We want to jail the leaders, or not. No, I think we're going to jail them. We're not going to allow any syndicalist threat in our nation here. Some militias fighting down here. Doesn't look too bad for now. And we are attacking them over there, so that's okay. Great, come on. Just let's make sure to keep one of you guys over here. And that's alright. Good. I suppose we can delete this approach over there. And yeah, that's alright basically. Let's keep that as is. You're moving over there. You're moving here. That's pretty much alright. I suppose you can move there, you there. Yeah, there we go. You're now being attacked, but that's okay. Basically, we want to make sure that these guys down here are being cut off a little bit from their approach there. Things up here, not that great. Do we want to send 8? No, I don't think we can. Right now, I'm a little bit too concerned with the situation in Europe as is. Especially the French are extremely strong, one has to say. And we are still suffering from some of the consequences of World War II. What we can do though is get rid of these civilian factories, because I think we have to recognize war is basically upon us. So no, that's fine. War is basically upon us, so let's make sure that we are shifting our efforts to building new military factories rather than anything else. And I think that's going to be fine. Let's actually not build anything in Thuringia because it does have not the best infrastructure there. So yeah, let's build a lot more military factories here. It is time for that. Good. I'm still being attacked over here. I think all in all, you guys are relatively speaking doing fine. And I suppose what I could do, you have someone over here, and you can attack over there, and then you guys can support this attack. Is that not the right key? Wait a minute. I thought it would be. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, now you're supporting that. Union of Burma has joined the Syndicalists. Come on, do join the attack, please. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on, fight. Fantastic, good stuff. Oh, you actually joined the attack proper, so as in you even went over there. Right, let's try to get into their rear over here. Trying to just go deep into their line. Control right click, okay. Yeah, there we go. You're now supporting that. Yeah, that's much better. Right, fantastic. And let's also accelerate the attack over here. Hoping to kick back these militias and just basically turn this into a rout. Fantastic, you are moving down there, so that's nice to see. Also establish a foothold here. I suppose you can try to attack over there, whereas you'd be attacking over here. And you come down here. Fantastic, good stuff, yeah. And once you've come over here, maybe try to cut off this guy right there and also capture the harbour there. That would be lovely. And you know what, you can also come up here. Try to defeat a couple of guys. And that should help the AI a lot, I hope. Lots of fighting over here. You are over there. Let's try to bring you down there. Just squeeze them in and make sure we are doing a lot of good work here. 65%. You guys are coming down there. That's good. Yeah, I think we are going to kick them out of this province soon. We're now under attack here, but sooner rather than later we're going to be reinforced, so that I think we will be able to hold. Over here we are being attacked, but I think we'll be alright, especially once these guys do join into that attack as well. Right, you're doing also fine-ish over there. That's good. So I suppose we could try to attack down here and make sure that they are losing the entire flank, and hopefully after that the harbour as well. Yeah. Rhineland unrest. Okay. Potentially the French organizations doing nervous things over there. And you guys, can you support that attack over there? Come on. 94%. Just need to join in, really. Yeah, there we go. Now attack down here. Yeah, and that is them. They are pretty much done for, I believe, over there. Good stuff. How are we looking in terms of the yeah, we are still trying to improve our military basically, since we have that very, very nasty modifier over here, Victors of the Weltkrieg, minus 70% research on doctrines. That is harsh. That is really, really hard. Good. Okay, so defeated a couple of syndicalists over there. That's lovely. I don't think we can repeat that over here due to the situation, but also we should keep in mind the situation up over here. So maybe we can repeat that over here. So let's try to get over there. Some wars in South America. Not too concerned about that. Situation over here somewhat stable. It's good to see. This looks a little bit nasty. I mean, we don't have that many divisions. They have more divisions than we do. We might actually want to see whether we could change up a couple of things. So the infantry division template isn't the best. So most importantly, maybe a hospital and just get you towards a 20 combat with strategy. Yeah, that would work out, except for the support equipment. But I think it's fine. Let's do that, and let's make sure that we are producing a little bit more support equipment then. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. How are we looking in terms of our aircraft? So we've got these strategic bombers here. I suppose I can send you towards being a group of 200 maybe? Well, we have 100 at least. It's a little bit, it's something. So it's not the best, but it's something. Right, you guys are going up there. Lovely. Can you get anything? You could get guerrilla fighter. Also have combined arms expert. Could of course get a general over here as well. Yeah, let's maybe get Rundstedt. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit better at least. Good. Well, they did manage to get that thing. Otherwise these guys would have been cut off, which would have been lovely actually, but could also try to get into the rear over here. That might not be a bad idea. And let's actually grab one of you gentlemen and get over here. Your job is going to be over here and get over there. As all of the other three guys are going up there. Ooh, there's an opportunity here. Little Africa and their peace deal is a little bit weird. That's alright. Okay, we are at least expanding the foothold over here. So yeah, we are pushing them back. One of you could go over here, please. You can come up all the way over here. Let's try to split them in half. Chiropact, something happening over there. That's okay. And you can get there, and let's just make sure that we are a little bit more focused over here, I think, yeah. Good stuff. Get towards over here, then you'll be in a fight. It should be okay as you will be reinforcing that. We are in a fight over here as well. And you are coming up there. Fantastic. Good stuff. We now split the enemy here. I suppose that's fine. Let's try to get you over there. You can try to get towards Leon. And lastly, you try to get to there, and you can try to get to Burgos, the capital. I think you'll be coming under attack here, but that's alright. We're going to reinforce you. You have conquered that place. Let's try to get there. Oh, interestingly enough, we are being attacked over there. Right, do we have any reserves over here? I would like to capture these guys. Interestingly enough, they are supported by Australia. Okay, you are coming under attack there. Okay, I suppose you will be able to defend yourself here. France declaring war against Austria. Interesting development, interesting development. Okay, so yeah, really war is starting to become a thing over here, and we need to react to that. Currently So a lot of these troops will be moving out over there. Who are you at war with? Only France for now. But that does include actually this area over here. So you guys are part of the alliance, aren't you? No, you're not. Okay, but yeah. Switzerland? Really? Switzerland is part of the Australian Pact? Okay, so Switzerland will be at war against France. Interesting development. I've never seen that before. So yeah, interesting development. Kaiserreich does keep on surprising me. So yeah, hope you like the series. And yeah, do leave a like and all of that. And I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.